the draft. It's like people are always thinking they know there's this threat, this looming threat of the Phoenix being able to be picked, but at the same time, they don't want so many counters on the opponent's side that deals with the Phoenix. So it ends up being people pick the counters to it, and they just don't pick the Phoenix altogether.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the same as banning it, right? Picking a Snapfire, it makes it very difficult to grab that hero, and grabbing a couple of spirits in the process as well, the Earth Spirit and the Void Spirit. And it's important to mention that, especially in China and SEA, they're more than happy to play the Earth Spirit in the middle lane. It's quite popular over here, so don't be surprised to see that. I don't know if that's something DeMonster do, but it's something we see here and there. Meanwhile, the EHOME model, they're going to grab the Magnus, so...
Okay.
I think the Magnus, even though we've seen Magnus carry a lot in the past few weeks, I think they also like running it as like an offlaner on mid and then just grabbing like the PA or something.
Right.
To back it up.
I would love to see a PA this game. If I see a PA with Magnus, I can get behind that. I just don't like Magnus with like anti-mage or something more farm intensive. I think PA has a lot of fighting capabilities. If you have Magnus on your team, you don't need to go for Battle Fury. You just go Desolator and like BKB or something. And all of a sudden, you have like a really strong late game, amplification on your carry, fighting, like everything is there for EHOME Immortal. If they go for an AM this game, I think they're going to fall into the same problem as game number 1. Maybe DeMonster, if they don't apply enough pressure, they can get away with it on the side of Immortal, but it's just not a big fan of like another farm, like super farm intensive carry. PA, like you said, amazing. Juggernaut also could be really good. In this kind of game.
Yeah, agreed. Juggernaut sounds really good, and they're actually going to grab the Phoenix themselves, DeMonster. And this is the strength of picking the Snapfire as well, because it doesn't just ban it out for the enemy team, but it also means that you can still pick the Phoenix, and, EHOME are like, well, I mean, we don't want to pick it at the same time we want to ban other things, so DeMonster managed to get away with, like, the 4th pick Phoenix, but they're going to grab the AM on EHOME Immortal. Mag, AM. Who needs a Battle Fury anyway?
I think he's gonna buy it. Like you're gonna like AM. I haven't seen AM without a Battle Fury in a very long time.
True enough.
But I mean, if you actually do play without Battle Fury, then the Magnus obviously has to chase the AM around the map. Again, like DeMonster, knowing how they played in game number 1, if they don't play aggressively and like stop EHOME Immortal from farming, I think EHOME Immortal are gonna still have an advantage in this game. Like whenever I imagine Chinese teams, I always imagine like the team who has AM always ends up winning. I just don't know. Like his throughout history has always been that way.
Yeah, that's AM is like a China classic, isn't it? It's a land of burning. It's where his legacy was formed. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling at home here. Good egg hitter as well. For sure. It's a good egg hitter. It does reasonably good against Void Spirit. I mean, Counterspell not particularly useful against that hero, or Earth Spirit for that matter, actually. Yeah, it doesn't. Now that I look at it, actually, I'm not sure I love this AM. I'm just gonna look at this here, and it's like,
Yeah. There's nothing for the counterspell, but at least you do have a good Void target with the Void Spirit. Mana Void on the Void Spirit, right? That's pretty good.
Spirit, yeah, eponymous.
DeMonster need to also make sure they don't pick like another hero who has high int pool. But they need to pick a carry. Sorry, not int pool, but like mana pool. And Immortal, they ban out the Sark and the Troll. Those are pretty natural counters. Like Sark is really good against Mag. Troll is really good against the AM. The ones that are still left that could be decent is like Phantom Assassin, but I think PA against AM Mag is not a thing. Ursa, Terrorblade is banned out already. Beastmaster pick from EHOME. Oh my god, this AM is getting super buffed up this game. My only concern is that there's not a whole lot of... Okay, they go with the PA anyway. Now, that's a good pick against the Beastmaster, though, right? You got the evasion against the boars. You can kill them in the lane quite easily. But I do think this AM is going to outscale everybody this game.
Does seem likely, doesn't it? It does seem likely that this AM might be the king or queen, should we say, of this game. Yeah, it's a battle of the queens between Phantom Assassin and Anti-Mage, but of course this PA is not going to have nearly the amount of buffs which the Anti-Mage is going to have. However, the fighting from DeMonster is looking a little bit better. They have a couple more spells, and this time they've got like some nice egg defenders coming out as well. Snapfire's not bad at it. Spirit and Void Spirit both very capable of stopping heroes just coming in and whacking that egg down. And yeah, the Void Spirit mid as well going to be pretty effective. I don't know how that does versus Magnus. I haven't seen a lot of Magnus matchups yet, so I'm definitely learning how this hero does in the middle lane against certain heroes.
Mag, if he fights against any melee hero, it's a free lane. Like, I'm trying to think what melee hero is gonna own a Magnus, and I nothing is coming to my mind. Like if he's 1v1 against melee, so easy for him. He has way more damage. He can deny. He can farm. He can go farm the like neutral camps after pushing out the mid lane. It's gonna be a piece of cake for this man.
Easy lane, easy game. Easy
Much better than Zeus, that's for sure. Like I'm so happy they don't have a Zeus in this game, even though they did pick another like heavy farming lineup, but at least it's not a Zeus though. So
yeah, it's a heavy farming lineup, but it's also a heavy farming lineup which kind of amplifies the farm. You know, it's not just going to consume everything on the map, but it's going to make it more efficient with the auras and with the extra cleave from the mag. Check out China, man. Check out the China meta here. They carry anti-mage. 2 ring evasion, 2 branches, and gets pull tangles. And they have to pull the mid lane tangles. Jesus.
Supports. Yeah. I'm not sure if you want to be a position 5 player in China.
It doesn't sound like much fun, does it?
This Clockwork had to buy like what, 4 sets of regen just so you can pull all those tangles.
Jesus, what a poor guy. This poor Clock, he's got nothing. He's like, oh, usually I start with the wind lace, guys. Not today.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad if this actually helps the AM's lane even more, right? It's just like they should take advantage of the fact if a hero who has this little regen, you need a lot of right click and to like bring him down in the lane. If he gets down to like 40% HP, he's already gonna feel extremely uncomfortable with the build that he has.
Yeah, interesting starting items. The PA hasn't got nearly that. The PA doesn't get any shared tangos.
Yeah.
Not even a single ring regen. What are you doing? Get it together, PA. Meanwhile, 5-9 gonna try and fight for the bounty rune here, but yeah, the Snapfire unable to grab it. Is Beastmaster that comes out on top, and the arrow connecting onto the PA as well. Gonna mean they take a fair amount of harassment as well, so not really worthwhile trying to battle for that one, but gotta give it a go, I guess. The attempt was made. I mean, I imagine the Snapfire could have taken it if she'd gone for this Fire Snap cookie, but instead chooses to go for Scatterblast, wants that extra harassability in the lane, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. If you go for cookie, I think you're just throwing the lane, to be honest.
What do you think about Little Shredder, though, with the minus armor it gives now?
It's not really that worth it, I think.
Okay.
You'd rather have the Scatterblast, which costs less mana, does more damage, and the slow is like too good.
But what if you went Blightstone and then you drop the Little Shredder and then you dagger them with PA? I mean, surely that's going to be like a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, surely.
It sounds like
it's a lot of damage. Yeah, it could. I'm not gonna lie, it could. But you got the Scatterblast that actually can push out the lane, manipulate the creep equilibrium a little bit, right?
True.
And which is very important.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get ahead of myself, you know, trying to think outside the box.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Melodious actually taking a bunch of tower hits here in the top lane in his efforts to put pressure onto Shiro here, but he's just right-clicking the dude, and Shiro's like, I don't care. I got 5.8 health regen. When I'm under the tower, it goes up to 6.4. I'm living the dream. Now Tango's up as well, even gets himself a set of tangos, so Shiro really is just the man with health this game. Now, how's our middle lane going? It's Magnus versus Void Spirit, and as predicted, the Magnus is starting to take things over a little bit. Void Spirit without a salve is feeling pretty damn upset. He's got a bottle coming out.
Let's just say he's getting kind of wrecked right now in terms of HP and stuff like that.
Seven versus R, and yeah, Seven's taking no prisoners. He is pushing him right the way back. So no, my creeps, get away. This is mine.
Dude, look how much damage he has.
On the mag, yeah, he's hitting for over 100 at 2 minutes into the game. I'm not sure that's correct, but there we go.
How much is the Void Spirit hitting for? Not a whole lot. There's no way you can trade with this mag whatsoever.
Yeah, Void Spirit hitting like a wet piece of spaghetti right now. Not feeling too great. He pops the bottle. He's got the bottle, so he's probably going to try and play around runes, try and play around other lanes, just kind of let the mag do what he wants. But that's kind of going to be a problem, though, because you don't really want a fat mag and a fat AM.
Oh, he tried.
Yeah, going for the shockwave skewer play. Didn't quite work out, unfortunately.
Yep.
Off the top, Shiro's getting pretty aggressive, trying to trade with the Phoenix there, just draining his mana. Works out well for him as well, because with that Phoenix without mana, it means no Fire Spirit, which means free farming for the AM. Pretty nice.
There's too much like random stuff happening at the top lane. The AM is not happy about that. Like the Earth Spirit pulled the wave behind the tower, then pulled the creeps, and then the wave is pushing. So the AM's like last hit is not absolutely perfect.
Void Spirit in the middle lane is going to go down, and that's going to be a first blood coming out from the Magnus.
And so much more shall soon be spilled.
Jesus
Well
Christ. You weren't kidding, were you? Magnus is full
I
up
was not.
dumpstering. He's pulled his pants down, he's laid him over his knee, and he's just giving him a very red bottom right now. Meanwhile,
This hero.
he's fine. No, I thought the Earth Spirit was in trouble, but they couldn't actually close the gap on him. He's got brown boots, so they couldn't close the gap for the clock.
Yeah. They want to try and make a play middle with the Air Spirit. Like, what are they going to do against his Mag? Come on, bro. Is he even touchable? He's got a bracer now. He's got 1,000, almost 1,100 HP, 4 minutes in. Like, this hero is so broken, man, when he fights up against melee heroes.
Yeah, that's rough. I don't know what
He's
they're
going
going
for
to
a
do.
root too.
Yep. He's thinking about skewering, but it's top anyway. He's just going to get a
He's
couple
okay
of right
with
clicks
that.
up on him.
As long as the Void Spirit doesn't get the rune, he's okay with that.
Meanwhile,
Right, 'cause
Snapfire dying down in the bottom lane. Like, I'm not too sure. Oh, Shiro getting low at top here. He might get dropped. He's going to die. Melodious managed to take him down to the tower. The Phoenix will die for this one. But, yeah, I mean, dead AM, that is huge.
That'll slow him down, some of his timings here. Refill bottle middle. But actually, the Phoenix lost a lot of creeps that went into the tower just now. So he's not going to be happy about that, at least. The AM is still going to be ahead, like, in experience in this game, I think. So he's okay with that. And let's not forget, he has a Magnus on his team. So he's going to be able to catch right back up.
Yeah. I love the way that Void Spirit pops the Resonant Pulse, and then Magnus just hits him once and gets rid of it. That's just nonsense.
Yeah, yeah. And he will skill the RP on 6 as well. Like, almost every Magnus does that now, because you're maxing out Empower anyway. You don't really care much about your other skills being maxed out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more
And
kill
then
potential.
there's gonna be exactly some kill threats available. Maybe the Mirana even rotates mid, gets an arrow off the Mag RP or something.
If he even needs it. I mean, I feel like this Void Spirit is kind of done here. He's got to play around the lanes now. There is nothing to be done in this middle lane anymore.
I mean, it's not too bad, right? He farmed up some control, almost level 6. Oh, bottom.
DeMonster taking some hits here. His bot trying to help him out as he turns around with those axes. And actually, they're looking for the big turnaround here. As 3 heroes come in here, and they'll take down hard. They look over towards the PA as well, but it's ZZZZZZZZZZ who's in trouble, and the arrow's going to finish him off. Meanwhile, PA just makes its way under the tower. Will survive, so at least the carry lives. But yeah, I mean, a completely failed gank onto the Beastmaster leads to 2 dead in this bottom lane. EHOME are doing pretty damn well in these lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see what Void Spirit can do with the double damage rune. Maybe this is the... Oh, clock sees him. That's a shame.
It's a pretty lucky rune to have on the Void Spirit right now.
Yeah,
Too bad
makes
he's not
Aspen's pretty big.
snowballing.
Yeah.
It'll be
it
even
is.
better if he was snowballing and you already had that phase boots by now.
Yeah,
They-
pretty
they-
underwhelming
the way-
about it.
Yeah, the way that you're gonna use this DD is like you want Dire to dive somewhere and then you TP behind the tower and just turn the fight around. So this bottom lane where the Beastmaster has a catapult, this is probably the best lane. Actually, they're gonna take matters into their own hand. They're gonna smoke up first instead, and try to go bottom. But if like Magnus calls that this guy is missing, they're gonna all run away, and all they will lose is like one support here bottom. Like his
here we go,
Mirana's
yeah.
dead. Yeah. Oh, he's sticking around a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh my
maybe
God,
somewhat
he's
questionable for the
clutch.
Beastmaster here as the rolling comes in from AA Hard, and in comes R in the backlands, gets himself the double kill. Look at the RZQ as well. R is just under the tower, battling away. The PA comes in as well, but there is a TP coming in from the Magnus. The big, scary Minotaur turns up to the spite, and you've got to back yourself away. Sorry, Magnetor. Very different to a Minotaur.
Yeah.
He is in the middle of no maze, and now he jumps in onto the PA, but doesn't have mana for the RP. Can't bring down that Phantom Assassin. Meanwhile, in comes an arrow, but the arrow's going to miss. PA still being targeted right now. Do they have a hook shot? They do not. They don't really have anything to finish off this Phantom Assassin. They try and grab her with a cheeky Starstorm. That's not going to happen, though, and they will be sent home crying, EHOME. Although, Still looking for something here as they place down the ward right under a sentry. And the arrow comes through, but actually gets pushed out of the way by the skewer. Not sure if it would have landed regardless, but it doesn't matter. They're both going to pop anyway. DCQ gets a double with the battery assault and the rocket flare. I mean, both inside the cogs. That's just easy pickings.
I was going to say, that was a really bad TP from the mag. He could have just kept pushing mid in and pressured that tower, but somehow they managed to build that up into a PA and a Snapfire kill. So during all this time AM was farming, PA has not been able to farm because she was being chased around, or she was chasing a hero for like, what, a minute there?
Yeah. Mag's been fighting so much recently, but he just doesn't have the mana as the clock gets picked off here, and the Mag just can't really offer much for this. He's got a Fairy Fire, he's got a Wand, but now he's in a bit of trouble. Skewer back, but brings the PA with him. Not what he wanted, as in comes the Void Spirit, chopping on through, and they might be able to bring down the Magnus. See you later, buddy, and Planet not that healthy either. Running himself under the tower, still being chased as they jump in with the PA, looking for the Mirana, but Mirana is gone. And yeah, I mean, they're looking pretty good as DeMonster fight back, and they fight back hard. Meanwhile, up in this top lane, Shearer has been left alone for a rather long time now, and he has been able to come on top of the PA when it comes to last hits, but still not exactly rolling in the farm just yet. Elidius being so annoying towards Shearer as well, just constantly following her around, trying to steal her farm where possible.
What's the PA up to now? Just back bottom, trying to farm up. Ring of Health, gonna go for that Battle Fury. And Dyer's gonna make the first plays here. Try to take the tower bottom here. Yep. Good. I mean, this is all good map movement coming out from EHOME this game. They're just gonna keep pressuring bottom now and try to play away from the Magnus and the anti-mage so they can just keep on farming.
Yeah, so far, they've done a fantastic job in making space for this AM. Like, this AM didn't have a good lane. He got really disrupted, but with EHOME's plays recently, even though they did lose 1 or 2 fights, they're still putting on the pressure, and that net worth advantage is starting to grow, which it will if you leave this Magnus and this AM alone. They might feel pressure enough to bring Magnus to fights, but they'll never bring the AM to a fight, not for a long time yet.
Yeah, unless the Void Spirit is like diving deep and has like low mana.
Yeah, meanwhile, dive forward onto 2 here. A nice initiation from the Radiant here as the monster looking to fight back. ZCQ is going to be the target, and he's most certainly going to lose his life inside those cogs. Can the Beastmaster get his way out of this one? They're not bothered about him. They're actually ignoring him.
Yeah, he's got Dami as well. I mean, that was okay, I think, right, for EHOME, because all they lost was the position 5 clockwork. Well, that was a smoke play coming out from DeMonster here. I think DeMonster need to make more than whatever they're doing right now. They need to like go top and pressure this AM and get him out of the lane, like what PA just did here. But
yeah.
I feel like they had to do this earlier because the Beastmaster is going to take this bottom tower with that catapult, the Dominator. Yep. And they're probably also going to be able to defend top right after this.
And once that bottom tower is down, that opens up the AM to farm like this entire bottom half of the map, right? Like he can do that pretty safely with 1 or 2 wards, so...
Oh yeah.
Basically finding him a new home. Relocating rather than evicting.
And at that point, EHOME just need to play here, actually, and around the mid and this jungle area, and just let the AM have all of this. And if he plays there, then the Magnus can constantly just empower him. Like, they don't mind if they give up the top area of the map, I think, because they're just going to farm so much more with the AM being empowered.
Yeah, AM empowered is just going to absolutely blitz this map.
Yeah, look what he's doing top right now. He's actually defending this tower, which is great, because what he's doing is buying time for his teammates to get a little bit more farm until, like, he's at the absolute limit where he needs to get out. Because the more farm his teammates have, the more space that they can create for him later.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. The more he does by himself, the more they can pay that off. And now the RP actually comes down to the Snapfire. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, they got him, I guess. A very long double kill from the Mirana here as they jump forward onto the Void Spirit here. Clockwork trying to back himself away as R is unable to get the kill, but will defend the tower. That is the important thing, I suppose. Shearer now being empowered up, going to help him get towards. In fact, he can probably take... Is he going to try and take Ancients with empowered? No.
He did. He already farmed 1 set of Ancients. Right. I think he wants to buy Perseverance first. He's going to go back and farm this. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely get.
Yeah, farming Ancients pre Battle Fury on AM is a very feels good, man. Well, there we go. This game's starting to fall in EHOME's favor pretty heavily. Now, Are you expecting this just to be the AM farming up, continue going, start that train and not be stopped? Or do you see a lot of potential coming out from the side of DeMonster this game?
I think the problem with DeMonster is that they're not, again, aggressive enough. And they're not playing in the right places on the map. Like right now, they should be middle with 5 heroes and trying to fight 5 versus 4 while the AM is farming. They need to keep on attacking this mid tower because the Beastmaster is playing bottom. He's pressuring you by constantly pushing this lane. You gotta ignore this for now and just try to take that mid tower and try to make DeMonster come there and defend that. But they're not doing it. So because they're not doing it, they're like playing for the farm. And I think late game, Beastmaster, Roar, Magnus, RP, these spells go through BKB. What's PA gonna do?
Yeah, precisely. I'm actually... I don't want to be too critical, but I don't like this Battle Fury choice at all by the PA. I really feel like Deso...
Well, you really can't. Like, you can't play the game without it.
I know.
Like, you will never be able to outscale this AM Magnus if you don't go Battle Fury.
But the way the game's going home, we got a Snapfire being put to bed. Fitting for the name as well. As ECQ. You can't find anything. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I feel like this team either snowballs or falls flat. So the Battle Fury just gives them this horrendous timing where they can't actually do anything, and they won't be able to snowball. You know, if the snowball never starts tumbling, it's never going to start gathering snow. It is going to remain as a snowflake their whole lives.
It's just they just don't know how to like pressure. You know, it just feels like that's been the problem with DeMonster. They don't know how to pressure. They're really good at killing. They're really good at team fighting. They just don't know how to pressure the opponent without like trying to kill or team fight.
And one thing as well is that this EHOME team has so much vision. Like not vision on the map. I mean like flare, arrow, hawk.
Yeah.
How do you ever get around this team? You know, this Mirana should be having an absolute open field for arrows. Unfortunately, the arrows have not quite been on point this game, to put it lightly. But, you know, it's fine. They're not relying on arrows to get themselves kills. There's no setup either, so it is a tough Mirana. Roll into the Magnus here. They're trying to look for the Mag. He's pretty tanky, but a beautiful hook shot. Connects onto 2, RP onto 3 to combo it up as well. And they just get their turkeys basted in the middle lane. Where did they go, Theban? Jesus.
Dude, this is insane because EHOME is the one making the play, but I feel like in this situation that was a good jump. It's just you needed all of your DeMonsters there. You needed all 5 of them there. If they were there, they could have popped that Magnus. That fight would look very different because the AM is not going to join the clash at all, right? But you know, they're spread too thin on the map. They're trying to play too much of the farm game against anti-mage, and they're getting punished heavily.
This double damage Mag is just slapping fools. He is absolutely slapping fools. Mortimer's Kiss is coming through for what here? Maybe they actually might grab the clockwork with this. All right, that's pretty nice. Meanwhile, Mag silence up of the backlines here. Spirit going in pretty deep, but the roll comes in as a response to this one. Meanwhile, the TA trying to come into the backlines here, but gets used up. Melodious trying to trace down this Magnus. They're throwing everything they've got into the Mag. Can they finish the job? Art jumps forwards and blows him up. Now the egg comes down. They still want to try and fight this one. 5-9 is going to be the target right now as the PA gets on top of him along with the Void Spirit. They've got the chase, they've got the catch, and they have the damage as they're able to slowly whittle him down. They will finally get the kill onto the Beastmaster. Now, what can they do from this? They've got themselves a couple of kills on the side of DeMonster. Is there any way they can kind of turn this game in their favor after this engagement?
Well, they got a Battle Fury. Like I said, they got to keep on running at EHOME. They have to run at them. That's the thing. Like this, whatever they just did right now was actually a reaction to EHOME's pressure, right? But they got to apply their own pressure. That's what they got to do. And if they can do that and they can make EHOME make 1 or 2 more mistakes, I think they're going to be completely back into this game. But as it is right now, AM is just running away with this game with the amount that he's able to farm up. With that Battle Fury, he's already got a Yasha. He's on pace for a 90-minute Manta now.
Oh, hey, Mag, how's it going? Oh, thanks for the empower, bro. Feels pretty good. Yeah. What are we on? Like 40% cleave plus 50% cleave. Yeah, very nice. Oh no, sorry, 70% cleave plus 40% cleave. Nice, 110% cleave.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Don't attack the big creep.
Mirana's dead.
Is she? Oh, she is. Yeah. Okay. What's she doing there?
Well,
Sightseeing?
Yeah.
Tourism?
Yeah. She was trying to like pair up with the AM there at bottom and maybe get like an arrow from behind and they can get like a kill with that. The monsters were already moving 4 heroes down into that area of the map.
Radiant and gathering now. But they've got to take care of all this vision. So take care of the Hawk. Now they smoke up. It's a pretty obvious smoke, though. So EHOME probably able to maneuver around it. They don't really mind shoving their clockwork on the front lines. And they'll find the breeze. So this is a good target. And they're probably going to be able to bring him down fairly quickly here. A little bit more damage will be needed, but they get that kill. Meanwhile, Arrow comes through, but doesn't connect. Supernova comes down now, but in they go. AM and Mirana immediately getting on top of it. Is there anything they can do? The Void comes in, but no, it doesn't matter. They still take him down. Their buyback comes out from the Phoenix, so they really want to try and take this fight. Snapfire as well, buying back into this one. Can DeMonster get themselves out? Mac turns around with the RP, but it's a defensive RP if ever I've seen one, but it's not going to make a difference. He's still going to lose his life here. Meanwhile, AM tries to go for the Mana Void in the backlines, but 2 low health heroes trying to run away, but the clockwork is not going to be able to do so. He gets caught out. The Mirana does get himself out. Another one fight. Again, you know, this one was a little bit more them going for something. Starting with that Beastmaster kill was absolutely core. Unfortunately, they dropped the Supernova a little bit preemptively, and that gets taken down, but all the same, a nice fight. Now, again, you know, can they take the middle tier 1 tower? If they can, it's going to open up a lot of the map for them. Is it going to be enough, though?
Yeah, we should also mention there was 2 buybacks coming out on the side of Radiant as well.
Yeah.
So not as big of a win, especially since they're kind of giving away the future, right?
Yeah.
With those buybacks, because the next time that Phoenix or the Snapfire dies, they're going to be dead for a very, very long time. Most likely leading to
misses. Mirana might be a little bit in trouble here. A little hop away. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. See you later, boys.
Yeah. And the Manta's complete now. Not even 19 minutes. 18 and change.
God, Shiro farming so bloody quickly.
See where he's gonna go next.
Fair to say that the Deso's a bigger timing than the Manta this game, because I kind of feel like once they have Deso, DeMonster are actually gonna feel like they have some damage. They have a way to
it would be
blow
nice.
up.
Exactly. It's gonna be very nice once he gets that. So I mean, this PA is not like underfarmed in any way, right? It's just that the AM is farming incredibly fast because of the Magnus.
Yeah.
And its Empower ability, right? So we'll see what happens with this Deso. If they can somehow get the Aegis, if they can steal the Aegis away from Immortal, I think they're going to be in this game. But if they can't get that Aegis, and Immortal is the one getting this first Aegis, things are going to look real bad for DeMonster. Because they have 2 heroes without buybacks, and their next death timer is about 70 or 80 seconds.
The pressure coming down onto bottom, though. 59 is just here, you know, the walking aura within a beast, but fortification forced out of them.
Where's the Vlads at, boys? No one's buying Vlads on the side of Dire?
Beastmaster, no Vlads?
Like, it's a big item, man, for Anti-Mage and Magnus.
Yeah, not sure on that one, we'll be honest, but maybe it's coming later after the blink. A delayed Vlads would be still very, very important in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the moment they get
damage on these heroes.
Yeah, it's so nice for all your allies, right? It's like net 100 damage or something if everybody's together, and Roshan just dies without you losing any HP, and that's the most important part, I feel like.
Yeah.
With the Vlad here.
No, I agree. We're currently sitting at the 20-minute mark. There's an 8k gold advantage, but it's weird because they've won so many fights recently on the side of DeMonster. I still feel like they stand a good chance, but not with PA going down here. They're pinging her out. They see her. Yules comes down. They need to protect their PA now, but the RP comes in the backline, stopping any support from coming in here, bringing them all together with a beautiful skewer to chop them all down. Again, where the hell did they go? The Void Spirit actually managed to escape, but...
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, hook shot forwards. That's a pretty deep one, but Shiro doesn't care. He's coming in for this one. Ahart is in a bit of trouble, and he's going to get chopped up by the side of the Dire as well, and that's going to make it kill number 3. Oh, man. Now, these towers just start to melt. Look at the ridiculous amount of damage just pouring out of this team. They're going to make their way over towards Roshan, I would imagine, next, and that's something which DeMonster will have to deal with, although I say that. It seems super interested in Rosh.
Nah, I mean, there's like 10 seconds someone's going to be alive. They're probably thinking about game number 1 and how they did that Roshan play with the Spectre. And they feel like they lost the game right there, so they're not going to risk it again. This time they feel like they don't need the Aegis at the moment. They just get one more engagement like that where they kill somebody and then just go Roshan. And then you just secure the game after that. Like, this Anti-Mage already has the Basher. And the PA, even though she does have a Desolator, there's just too many disables on the side of Immortal. Even the Mirana is a threat, right? She heals you, arrows you, you're locked down for like, what, 5 seconds?
Oh, maybe in some trouble here, trying to play around with his Dissimulate, but he is going to get arrowed up, and then it's going to mean he is dead for the count. But meanwhile, Monomus Kisses is actually doing a pretty decent job here. It's going to take down 2 kills made from that Monomus Kisses. Supernova comes down, but that is ambitious to say the least. That egg is going to be popped and scrambled. Meanwhile, oh, Skewer comes on in. PA, she's got no choice here but to try and fight up into these guys, and unfortunately, these 2 big bullies are not here to fuck around. They're going to take down that PA, butcher her, and again, 4 heroes dead. Oh my god, I mean, yeah. EHOME, they're not playing in game number 2. They are just taking names, and they do not look like they're going to be losing this game anytime soon.
Yeah, you can see like how Immortal play with an advantage, right? They're just like constantly running at you. Even they have an anti-mage. It's not like he's farming on his side of the map. He knows like the moment this manta's up, he feels invincible. So he just keeps engaging with his team. He's shutting down the opponent's farming potential. Their ways to the map where they can get farm as well. Farming it, taking farm away from the opponent. Like everything he's doing right now, especially this anti-mage, is like what I would have thought, let's say, Void from last game was doing on the side of Demon. And this is what I mentioned at the end of game 1. Like even though Immortal lost, I do feel like they were the better team. Playing in the game, just from like their map movements and stuff like that. And this game, they have a great draft, probably even a better draft, and you can see how dominating they have been in this game so far.
Yeah, proving that they believe they're the better team and playing like it as well. You know, they are just shoving themselves down DeMonster's throats. They are not afraid to fight them. Yours comes down to Clockwork here. They might have found themselves a little snack. A
treat, yeah.
Potato chip, yeah.
Trick-or-treating. Got some Reese's chocolate.
Reese's Clockwork, love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe they just need to go for the YOLO Roche here, because I do feel like this game is reaching a desperate state for DeMonster. Look at this AM, man. He's playing Don't Touch the Plebs. He is richy rich. And now he jumps forward here, goes for the Abyssal here on to... Oh my god, that was a Snapfire, by the way, in case you missed it. Phoenix going to go down the same way as well. A similar fate as his comrade. Meanwhile, Phantom Assassin trying to get herself away. Still being chased, though. The slow's coming down. Meanwhile, Void Spirit not looking so lucky here as he's getting himself chopped up by that AM Clumsy Net doing the work. And now Magnus says, here you go, my liege. Have yourself a kill, my queen. But AM's off to do other stuff. AM is out. He's it. He kills off PA.
Bro, he's got an ultra kill, man.
Yeah, where are you, Hard?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You know, I doubted the Mag AM from these guys. So I wouldn't say I doubted it. I thought like if they picked Phantom Assassin, they would do even better. Yeah, they would do even better. But like in the end, I don't feel like this Magnus hero is something the monster is good with good dealing with.
Yes,
it's just they're just not the type of hero, type of team who can play against a lineup like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this makes game number 3 scary. Like, I feel like if EHOME in game 3 just go like any of these heroes, you know, Alchemist or, you know, AM again, Magnus, or just something greedy, something they can just kind of hold the fort down with. I kind of feel like the Monster probably aren't going to do a good enough job in pushing them for it. But we also have to mention that these lanes were absolutely horrible from the Monster as well this game. So,
well, the difference between this game and last game is that they have a Magnus mid, and in game 1 they had a Zeus.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they had a Mag in game 1, it would look the same thing. Oh, they're gonna try to spy here. Oh, Page just
they are indeed, but another RP comes cutting on down, and there's gonna be 2 heroes quickly dispatched. The Void Spirit try to do something, try to do anything, but unfortunately the game is over. There is nothing left to be done. Scales godlike now on the AM. Now 21.5k net worth, 26 minutes into the game. Another ultra kill whilst we're at it. 827 GPM on the anti-mage. I mean, this woman is on fire. This girl is on fire.